Hello children, welcome back you all to today's session. In my previous video, we have learned remainder theorem and the sums based on that. Today, we are going to learn factor theorem. Factor theorem is nothing but you have to say either one polynomial is a factor of another or else the given polynomial, that is the p of x, is a multiple of g of x. Factor theorem is a connectivity to the remainder theorem. In the remainder theorem, we used the division algorithm, that is p of x, that is dividend, equal to g of x, that is divisor, into q of x, that is quotient, plus remainder r of x. Okay children, using the same I am going to proceed my sum, and here are two proofs. One is that you have to prove x minus a is a factor of p of x if p of a is 0, and the second one is the converse of first one. If p of a is 0, then x minus a is a factor of p of x. Let us proceed the sum. So, in the beginning of the proof, I have written dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay. Now, according to my question, dividend is p of x and divisor is x minus a, and quotient I write it as q of x. I write remainder as r of x. See children, here already they have given p of a is equal to 0. That means remainder is 0. So, in my next step, when I write for p of a, I no need to write the remainder because remainder becomes 0. So, p of a means x minus a into q of x. So, p of x is equal to x minus a, then r of x is p of a, because according to remainder theorem r of x is equal to p of a. Now p of a is 0, so I no need to substitute that. Remaining part I am going to write p of x is equal to x minus a into q of x. So this is nothing but, if you take an example like number 15. 15 is a multiple of 3 and 5. Hence I can say 3 is a factor of 15 and 5 is also a factor of 15, or else 15 is a multiple of 3 and 5. Similar way, x minus a is a factor of p of x and q of x is also a factor of p of x when p of a equal to 0. See children, now I have given the conclusion that x minus a is a factor of p of x if p of a equal to 0. Let us see the converse now. So, by division algorithm, again I have written divisor equal to dividend into quotient plus remainder. Now, I have to take p of a as 0. That means the remainder became 0. Next, wherever there is x, I am going to substitute a minus a, q of a. A minus a is 0, 0 into any number is 0. So, p of a became equal to 0. That is what we need to prove. If x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a is 0. Factor means we already know that the remainder will be 0. So, now this example 11 gives us the detailed explanation of the factor theorem children. You have to prove g of x is a factor of p of x. So, in order to prove, I have to take 0 of g of x and then substitute in p of x. If I get the remainder as 0, then I can say g of x is a factor of p of x. That is the converse of factor theorem. So, now I have written 0 of g of x. By taking plus to the other side, I get minus 2. Hence, now I am going to substitute in the value of, in the place of x, the minus 2. See children, here according to the question I have substituted the values. Now on solving, minus 2 cube it becomes minus 8, minus 2 square becomes plus 4, 4 3s are 12, plus 5 into minus 2 becomes minus 10 and plus 6 as it is. So now I got the answer minus 18 plus 18, answer is 0. That means the remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, according to the converse of the factor theorem, we can conclude that g of x is a factor of p of x. So this example gives the exact solution for your factor theorem. So here is your example number 12, children. In this example, you have to find the value of k by using the factor theorem. What does the factor theorem says? If when I take the 0 of g of x and substitute in p of x, as the remainder becomes 0 and g of x is a factor of p of x also will become equal to 0. Using that, I can find the value of k. So now I have written 0 of g of x, that is x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1. Now I am going to substitute in p of x, taking that p of 1 equal to 0 according to the factor theorem. So look here, children, I have written according to the factor theorem, if g of x is a factor of p of x as they have given in the question, now p of 1 will become equal to 0. If p of 1 equal to 0, then how I am going to find the value of the k? You can check it now. Now 4 ones are is 4 plus 3 minus 4 plus k equals 0. Plus 4 minus 4 got cancelled. If 3 goes to the other side, it becomes minus. Hence k equal to minus 3. This is the solution for your question, children. Look here, children. Question number 13 example is little bit different compared to the other sums. Here you have to factorize 6x square plus 17x plus 5 by splitting the middle term and also by factor theorem method. Both the methods you have to do this sum. First, by splitting the middle term, I have to multiply first and last term. 6x square into 5 becomes 30x square. 15 twos are is 30. Hence 15x plus 2x will become 17x by middle term. So here I have multiplied first and last term 15x and 2x, which I have to substitute here as 6x square plus 15x plus 2x plus 5. Now take out the common terms. 6 and 15 both we will get in 3 tables, since 3 is common, x is common, 2x plus 5. Similarly here 1 is common, 2x plus 5. Now 2x plus 5 is common in both the terms. Remaining is 3x plus 1. Hence these two are the factors of this given polynomial. So now by using factor theorem, first I should take 6 common outside, remaining I am writing inside the bracket, children. I have to write 17 by 6 because I have taken 6 outside, and my third term will become 5 by 6. I have to find the factors of 5 by 6. On multiplying I should get 5 by 6, and by adding I should get 17 by 6. So I am going to select, now I am going to select 1 by 3 and 5 by 2. Why? Because on adding I should get this as 17 by 6. Take LCM. So I will get 2 plus 15 by 6, that is 17 by 6. Use your middle term, and on multiplication 5 ones are 5, 3 2s are 6. I get again 5 by 6 as my multiple, third part. Now I am going to substitute. Here I have substituted as per x plus a, x plus b identity, children, which gives x square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. So my answer is x plus a, that is 6 outside the bracket, x plus 1 by 3 inside the bracket, another term is x plus 5 by 2. Now I have to take LCM, 6 as it is. On taking LCM, this becomes 3x plus 1 and this becomes 2x plus 5 by 3 here by 2 here. 2 ones are 2, 3s are 3 and 3 got cancelled. So finally my answer is again 3x plus 1 and again 2x plus 5. These two are the factors, children. So here is the notes for the factor theorem, children. Proof and then example number 11 and then solution. You can just take a screenshot of this and then write your notes. Example number 11 continuation. example number 12, and then example number 13, splitting middle term, and by factor theorem method. Example 14 also I am giving the notes, children. If you did not understand any part, you may call my number. Okay. Thank you, children. Thank you for watching my video.